everyone, and welcome along to week 4 of REBBL Season 10. United Scarab Khemirates in action against Drop Dead Gore, and it's we're due to be starting in a couple of minutes, so just a quick opportunity to have a quick look over the teams. Hopefully this one will go down without any recording issues or any silly nonsense, and we can actually just record a game and get it uploaded, and all will be great. This is our team, and for the first time ever, we have what is basically going to be our maximum amount of Mighty Blow on the team. So finally, all 4 Tomb Guardians with Mighty Blow, and of course the 2 Blitzers. Hopefully we can keep it like this for a little while. But this is the sort of maximum killing power of the team, and assuming we can keep these Tomb Guardians alive now, we're going to start developing more towards making it more difficult for our opponents to kill us, if you like. Couple of guard on these skeletons still is really nice. And we've got the Thrower, who is 1 casualty and or touchdown away from a level, which is good, so we don't have to rely quite so much on the continually hopeless Imhotep Pratchett. This week, it's an interesting game actually, this one. We're up against a Necro team, and we're going to be getting 70k in inducements here. But it's not really designed around the werewolves quite so much. So we've got 2 Blodge werewolves, 1 with Agi 4, but it's not the scariest wolves we've ever faced. The 2 whites are fairly decent in support roles, and we've got 1 very good flesh golem and 1 quite weak flesh golem. But a lot of the TV comes from these zombies, which is interesting. We've got a small army of zombies to get through here today. Just the 1 ghoul on the team, and that's a rookie. But 14 players, 7 of them being zombies. So we've got the Tomb Guardians have got a lot of work to do to start getting through the Walking Dead, if you like, here. In terms of the leaderboard, Drop Dead Gore have had a good start. They are up towards the top end of the table and can go joint top if they beat me here today on 3-1-0. If we can win, we'll move up to 2-0-2, which would be here alongside Tumbling Dice, who you'll have seen we made a bit of a mess of last week. A draw puts us alongside the Urukaikus, and Alve pretty much leaves us exactly where we are, actually. So a draw, probably not a great result for me if we want to start challenging towards the top end of the division. But we'll drop the invite to Crowdog, who's been around REBBL for a few seasons now, but I don't think I've ever had the chance to face him before. So considered spending a bit of money on the bribe here, but we're actually just going to go for the Bloodwiser Babe, because I do think we're likely to see a few removals come the other way. And honestly, with so many zombies to get through, I don't think the fouling game is something that I'm going to be taking that much of an advantage of. It'll very much be a case of if we get a chance to hit a positional with the dirty player, then we will do. But I don't think we're going to scum that bribe today. And we'll save the second babe, just in case something happens to a Tomb Guardian and we do have to replace one. We're a little short of cash for that. The next 2 weeks for us are Amazons and then Chaos Dwarfs. So we'd like to make sure we're at full strength for both of those games if we possibly can. But yeah, it should be an interesting game. As I say, it's not... We've faced quite a few Necro teams now, if you think back to last season and the season before. And they've all sort of been... They've had different strengths and weaknesses. This one seems to be based around a very good flesh golem and a decent white, but it seems that the zombies actually bring quite a lot of... I don't want to say bloat, because when you've got a guard block zombie, it's still a very good player. But certainly a lot of TV to the team. But no Mighty Blow on either of the Wolves, which in theory is good for us. Of course, Claw can still make a mess of things. But you wonder if a lot of the blitzing might actually come from either the Flesh Golem or the Mighty Blow white here, rather than the werewolves. Of course, against the Bash Buddies, you might remember 2 weeks ago, there was the Claw Mighty Blow Wolf who did the majority of the work when he had the opportunity to. So it looks like we lost the toss, but Crowdog has chosen to receive. So a lot of team value worth of zombies. I mean, that zombie is very close to level 5 there, Tomb Uktan there. But we've got 3 guard zombies with block. Which means that we are actually out-guarded here, despite having guard on 2 of the skeletons. Which should make for a very interesting game indeed. Now, for some reason, my default setups have gone missing. Don't understand why we would possibly consider doing that. But I guess we're just going to have to try to work our way along the line here. Probably want to hit one of the guard zombies with the block if we can. And we're just going to keep one Tomb Guardian back off the line here, just in case they are required. Quite a deep setup, so I don't think we're likely to go herring into either of the flesh golems on the outside there with the blitz. So probably okay with this setup for now. We'll save that just as a default because it's better than the other ones. So here comes a kick. Obviously, Mr. Pratchettep will be able to sit underneath this and probably drop the ball. And 5 rerolls for us now in that first half. And of course he dropped it, but we can let him off for now. It's early doors. So the safest block is this one for 3 dice to start with, and a triple skull. Well, it's a good job we had an extra reroll, eh? So that makes things a little leery now. Come to think of it. Not exactly ideal. Because now we have to be a little bit careful about what might happen if we stuff up another block. So I'm now tempted to actually take a blitz here with Tala Swift instead. Just so we have that block skill. The 1 in 36 failure with Pro is preferable to the 1 in 27 failure with one of the other players. Finds the POW. Now we've got Fends, so we won't be able to follow this up for the pile-on. And we won't get through the armor either. Okay, so now we'll take that block, find another POW. This will be Fend again. And another lack of break. But there's potential here to actually set up a half... We've got a half-decent foul on that zombie there, the Great Cheese. And a guard zombie isn't too bad to get rid of. That's what? 40, 60, 80, 110k of zombie there for my 60k skeleton. We'll try this pickup first. We got the ball today. How thoughtful. So I don't think we're likely at this early stage to see too much of an attempt on the ball. What we will do is we'll shift that Tomb Guardian over there. Just to protect the Blitzerar a bit. And now we probably want to get this Tomb Guardian up into the front line as well. Without overexposing him. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the werewolves can't really reach the ball. If he's in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it's about the same, so I think we're safe where we are. Be a hell of a risky play to go for that now. This is a decent foul though on the 6+. As long as we don't roll a double. Okay. That was a double. So in terms of first turns, I've had better. But I've also had worse. So that puts us down to 10. Of course, we've got rookie skeletons on the bench that we can replace the dirty player with. A shame to lose that so early. And possible punishment for not picking up the bribe. But we'll see how the rest of the game goes, of course. So Flesh Golem's coming in. I wonder if he's going to go with the Claw of the Werewolf here. No, he's going to come in and blitz one of the guard skeletons instead. Opportunity to get another removal. Which would have put him up by 2 players, but doesn't quite happen. So there's a few players we might be able to block back here. Certainly in this area of the field. I think the blitz is likely to come in on this zombie here. On the subject of dirty players, there are no dirty players on this Necro team, so possibly don't have to be overly concerned about the fouling game there. Let's have a think about what we want to do here. So we've got a block there with the skeleton. And if we take a block here, we can potentially have a go with this Tomb Guardian onto the good Flesh Golem. Which is a mighty blow hit on that, which would be a good thing. So that would be Blitz, Blitz, and block. So the ball is probably just going to sit somewhere like this. For the time being. Right, so we'll take this blitz with Ra and Bone Man. Get the POW. And knock him away. I don't think we're going to follow this up for the pile on. Just because I don't want to expose that blitz Ra. In fact, no, you know what? We've got break tackle. Double 1 on the armor. Okay, we're not going to pile on that. So we've got break tackle to get away here. Roll a 2. Happy days. So now that is a 2 dice thanks to our extra guard. Good job we rolled that one first. More like it. Still no armor break. We are massively struggling for armor breaks here. So this combination here helps protect that ball a little better. Or the blitzer as well from the ball coming around the outside. So we're still down by 1. Frankly, obscene amount of guard on this team. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guard on a Necro team. And one of the Flesh Golems doesn't have it. I said it's going to be a long, hard slog until we can get through some of these zombies. We have to be patient here. Slightly exposed Blitzer, but it is strength 4. So we'd have to commit a lot of players to this side to get a hit there. Double skull. from the good flesh golem. So that's one reroll gone. Skeleton survives as well, which is good. Now, you don't know where he's considering the foul here on that guard skeleton. Has no other blocks. So he does have a blitz to take. We'll see where he wants to do with that. I think he can obviously get guard in here, but it does offer me a return hit with Mighty Blow, which is why I've sort of kept these two Tomb Guardians together. So looking like he is wanting to go for that hit on a Tomb Guardian. And is willing to commit both whites to the party. So it might give me a little bit of opportunities for some return fire. Another guard, so I wonder if he's going to go all the way around the back with the wolf and try and claw one of these. This is a proper... So you see the interesting thing about this team, this is all stand firm and fend, so even if I do knock them over, I can't go anywhere. So you've got stand firm, you've got fend, you've got stand firm, you've got fend, you've got stand firm, and then the white on the end. So it's very, very difficult to get through this front line. Unless you get through them with an injury. That was a GFI with no reroll. Remember, we did double skull at the start of this turn. Here comes the wolf. The wolf finds a POW. And he won't have to follow up thanks to the stand firm. Does choose to follow up though. To push that Tomb Guardian off. Okay, well that might allow me to reposition this way with an extra Tomb Guardian. That is an exposed wolf as well. In fact, even better than that could be the ghoul. You're going to have to stand up. You're also going to stand up because you go nowhere in there. So I feel like these are nice pieces to target, but could also get me into a lot of trouble. I don't think there's a good shot on the ghoul because I can't free up any of the guard I might want. In fact, no, we might be able to free up some of the guards. The only problem being that I'd be based up against the ghoul, which is again something I don't really want because this guard skeleton could come round here. We are massively outguarded in this area of the field though. It's only a 1 dice. That is a 2 dice. That is a 2 dice. That is a 2 dice. Does it actually make more sense to try and swing a bunch of these players over here, I wonder? Now that all the Necro are sort of tied up and out of position. I think it might do. This could be a good opportunity to gain some ground. All things being considered. So it would then be a case of maybe... Yeah, I don't think I hate this, actually. Okay. We'll try and go through here with Ra and Bone Man. Okay, I don't like that. But we can't afford a reroll. That really doesn't do anything for me. That's too much of a surf risk. We can't do that if we go any further. We really need that flesh golem knocked down. In order to do that, we're going to block him. That's good. And a stun is very good, actually. Because that allows me to move the ball this way much more safely. Yeah, that means I can put the ball there. And so the correct target here is that. Is it that zombie? Only if we get an armor break, otherwise he's just going to step back up to the line. The theory here might have been to use this Tomb Guardian to tie down these two players. The problem being that he's got a 1 dice here. Still don't hate that, actually. So now the question is, do you hit the Flesh Golem or do you hit the Fend player? You can follow up neither. But you've got a better chance of at least stunning him if you can knock him over. Which we can't. I'm going to read a reroll on that. Okay, so the greed is rewarded because he's now got players who don't have enough strength to deal with this on their own. So these two are actually doing a decent job now. And hopefully that can mean he kind of might need to dodge out and come and protect the field a bit more. We shall see. Chain pushes that Tomb Guardian away. But again, it frees him up in such a way that I can reposition him, so I don't necessarily hate that. Another double skull. Into a double push on that one. So now he's got no reroll for any of the stuff he might want to do over here. So this might give me a decent pitch advantage over this side of the field now. Suddenly this defensive line is looking much thinner. He's got dodge rerolls, but I think the right idea now is to start dodging away with these and bring them back around. Makes the dodge. So now has a 1 dice. Or can come in with the wolf for a 2 dice. But again, that takes the wolf way away from where I'm happy with the wolves over here. 1 dice with no reroll, but he does have block, so it's a 4+ to knock over. Doesn't get it, but gets the push, so it does free up this white to come back and help out. So I've now got 2 Tomb Guardians free that I can remaneuver. We're still outnumbered by 1. And presumably this wolf will dodge away at the end of the turn. Does, and makes it. Now the question for me is what I'm doing round here. Well, in all likelihood, we're going to have to go through the guard zombie again. What is the most efficient way to do that? We've got to be very careful around the sideline, of course, because of the werewolves. So you're just going to stand up. That was mainly because he couldn't get anywhere anyway, so if you can still tie down this white in some way, then that's good enough. Okay, we're going to go with the pro here. Another double one. Again, I don't think the ball is going to be going too far here. I'll try and keep that pressure on. So we're going to push the Blitzer onto the line here as well. So there is a surf risk on that thrower, which is something we need to consider. I think the ball is okay there for now. Let's see how we go with this. So how good a position would being in there be? Well, being in there would let this skeleton take a block, actually. So, in we go. So the skeleton's now got a 2 dice on the flesh column, which will take. Knockdown's very useful, actually, there. Oh, and an armor break's even better. Thick skull saving the day for Susan Bob, but that lets that Tomb Guardian step into here. So we've got through a few times now for stuns. We're still outnumbered by 1. We're just trying to use the strength that we've got to crank up the pressure a bit here. If he did want to surf, needs a GFI now with that zombie. Fails it. So that's last reroll stuff. Can he afford to reroll that now? He's going to have to. So, first action 1, before he's done anything else, is great news. I mean, that's all the rerolls gone now. We still have 3 of them for the next 4 turns. Do need to start motoring forward a little bit. And again, this is where all this fend and stand firm is really problematic. You do tempt me with this. That's GFIs. With no reroll. Oh, and he's failed it. We can get that wolf. We can get that Agi wolf here. That is massive news. So we got to clear him off. Which we've managed to do. And a stun. Yeah, that's how you do it. You put him there and you blitz the zombie. Because otherwise there's guard in play. And it's only a 1 dice. So what you do is... Actually, I wonder if you consider a skeleton GFI into there. Because this guy's better at getting forward and helping to shield the ball, which is also what we need to do right now. Yeah. We'll take that GFI. And that actually lets me hit the wolf directly. Rather than going for the chain push option. Although, strictly speaking, the chain push option is better. Because we might also knock down the zombie. Okay. To surf on the wolf. Natural armor break on the guard zombie. Can I afford to spare the player to pile on that? I think I can. Let's have a go. That's a KO. So we're actually, by the looks of things, going to be sideline caging up the field here. Because that wolf is stunned and the other one's gone. So this is great, great news. So now, it is just about trying to keep the rest of his team locked down. So the white is likely to be able to... He's Agi 3. So hurting that would be good. The ghoul is the next big threat. You can't get a 3 dice on him. And actually hitting the fend zombie seems like a bad idea because you'd free him up. Knockdown on that white. Armor break is great. I'd take them both down on the ghoul, I think. Oh, that's gonna regen. I tell you what, it's been a hell of a turn, this, hasn't it? It has been a hell of a turn. I will take the both down. Typically the skeleton's stunned, but it's okay because it restricts the ghoul's movement now to stop him being able to get over near the ball. But that was an excellent turn, and that was the opening we needed there, so all his rerolls are gone. So the question now becomes, can I get this to half time at 1-0 and without any further losses to my team? We've only had a send-off, actually. Flesh Golem Blitz. No reroll, of course. So at this point, it looks like he might even give up on the... on trying to stop this. And just go for damage instead. Ghoul makes the dodge. That's a knockdown from the zombie. Very close to a cheeky armor break there. Can have another 1 dice go with block. It's not dreadful. Yeah, that'll work. No break. So, of course, the ghoul is the squishiest target, so we are going to go for the ghoul. The werewolf is not a problem right now. In fact, only the ghoul is a problem. We want to just ensure that if something does go horribly wrong here, the ghoul has a tough time getting there. Double pow's pretty sweet. And we didn't use Mighty Blow, so we're going in on this. Ah, nothing doing. Shame. So the position of my guard is actually really good here because he doesn't have any blocks. He's got 1 dice blocks only. Can get a 1 dice there. We got guard, and then another tomb guard. We can't block because of the guard here. So, assuming there's no one who's a threat to the ball on the next turn, this is just about whether we can cause any damage on positionals now before we score on turn 8. So it's 1 dice, no reroll stuff. Theoretically, you'd go for that one, right? Rather than the block one. And that's why. So now it's uphill all the way. So that is still uphill. He can 3+ dodge out here. Or bring the wolf out with the dodge skill. That is a 1 dice for him. That is a 1 dice for him. He's targeting the good one. I'd probably target the slightly worse one, just because if you roll that both down, you still get the hit. There's a push. He can hit his own stand firm player, so he doesn't have to follow that up into an uphill. And he should definitely do that. Oh, he doesn't. Still a 1. Gets the pow. Okay, so a stun is good news. Don't need claw if you roll a double 6. His wolf is... He's got a 1 dice there now. If he's willing to keep pushing his luck. But his wolf is right where I want it. Okay, that's another 1 dice. We'll push him there so he's not on anything. So now it's about using the guard to protect his wolf. So there's no threat on the ball particularly, assuming we can deal with the wolf in some way. Need me stand up for some extra guard. Can we get a shot on that werewolf with a Tomb Guardian? I think we might be able to. If we hit you... Now this has to not be an armor break, interestingly. You'd push him there, wouldn't you? Maybe should have followed that. In fact, we've got a guard skeleton we can bring into there. Or perhaps into here. I was looking for a chain push there. There. The problem is that you now have to push him here, so we can't do that. Should have followed that. That's what we needed to do. But it's not the end of the world. So that guard is a problem. So I need 2 assists to make that a 2 dice with him. Or I've got to use the strength 4. If the strength 4 attack from here, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that would be a 2 dice if we did that. It's worth a GFI, isn't it? Haven't used Mighty Blow, so we'll pile on that. Nothing again. What a scrum that is. Is there anything that can reach the ball? There is not. I'm not willing to try a handoff. I'd love to level him, but I'm not willing to do it. We need the touchdown. So he would have a shot on that blitzer if I stood it up, so I'm not going to do that. Because he can stand that guard up and stand that ghoul up, and that zombie would have a 2 dice hit. So for turn 8, the question will be, can I make any fundamentally safe blocks? Two dice there now. 1 dice there. 1 dice there, so that's a good hit. On a guard skeleton. That's only a 1 dice. Because of this guard. Really is a guard war, this one. Double pout. Oh, and an injury as well. That's bad news. Just a badly hurt, but no regen for me. So that's 11 players maximum now. So we don't want any more losses. Because he's definitely going to have a full team in the next half. I'm not going to cause 5 casualties on the next turn. Four plus dodge away. Works out. It gives him a 2 dice there on the other guard. Now he's got a 1 dice there, which is a POW. Could dodge out the foul, that. If he's willing to. It's an Agi 1 zombie, and he's not willing to do that. So, what can I hit that might be good value? There's a flesh golem we can hit, or there's a zombie we can hit. So I think the right answer there is the fleshy. That's now a 2 dice there. This is an auto pylon, of course. It's turn 8. Nothing doing. Now, the next option we have is a 3 dice on this zombie with Mighty Blow, but no block. Which I don't hate. Gotta take some chances, eh? Okay, nothing doing there. We could hit that zombie on a 2 dice without block. I don't like that one. We'll just score. So it was that 1 turn, wasn't it? That 1 turn that really... And it was the 2 failed GFIs that really opened up the gap for us to... shoot through. The KO stays out, but it is very much irrelevant. And we just have to survive some LOS blocks if we possibly can. So, what's his chances for 1 turn? He's got werewolves. Not impossible. But at the same time, I think we'll just chill in the backfield. Who gets left on the line? I suppose the guard skeleton is slightly less valuable than the thrower, but only just. So movement 8 and Frenzy means a 1 turn is possible. But of course, at the moment, no reroll. So you might just go for some attrition here. If you can get any more removals, then I'm down on numbers for the next half. And he is guaranteed to be at full strength. Yeah, quick snap might have been helpful with that 1 turn, but not to be. So we are going to be 1-0 up at half-time. He has no reroll, and we kind of just want to see a double or triple skull here. To let us get out of here with no damage. That is not a triple skull. Here's a stun. I don't imagine he'll play the fouling game. If he'd had Mighty Blow, Thick Skull would have saved the skeleton anyway. Oh dear. It's another stun. Yeah, so we can get another 3 dice over here, which is sensible. Three dice with Mighty Blow. And he can have another go without Mighty Blow, because he's got the zombie there. Oh, almost. Well, we had to sweat on it, but 3 stuns is good. And a 1 on the pickup. So half-time 0-1. Of course, we've got to take more LOS hits. And there is no real way I can use the Tomb Guardian on the line strategy because he has so much guard, he's just going to take them all down instantly. His KO stays out, which means one of the guard zombies is not on the field. So can we defend this out for a 1-0? I wonder. We've got to put both throw rows on the field. That is a given at this point. And now you do want to put the skeletons close together. Just try and minimise the amount of blocks you take there. So it'll be interesting. We'll see how Crow Dog sees this strategy-wise. Whether, if he gets a lot of removals, he might go for a quick score and then hope to turn over. Just because of his massive numbers advantage. If he doesn't, he might just play for the 1-1. If he wants a 1-1, he can likely very comfortably get a 1-1. So it's sort of his call how he wants to play it. If he does score quickly, there's no guarantee I can get the ball back up the field again. So he might see a quick score as, well, it gives me a decent chance of turning over, but at the same time the Khemirates, if I just play it relatively safe at the back, they're unlikely to score again, so Worst case might be a 1-1. We'll see how he plays it. Deep kick and a high kick. So it's right in the end zone, that. And he's dropped it right in the corner. So if he failed that pickup again, then there's a high chance of that going out of play. That'll be a nervy one for him. So he's going to target Imhotep Pratchett, which is fair enough. Doesn't get him. Well done, Imhotep. You did something. That thing was not die. Now, we just need all your mates up the field to do that as well. If we possibly can. And unfortunately, we've lost the other guard skeleton. Just badly hurts. No regen, so I'm 0 for 2 out of regens. On regen, sorry. But this was obviously a much worse time to lose a player than before, I guess. Although, I suppose I would have had to put a different player on the line. But we lose him for the whole half anyway. Realistically, even if the werewolf does drop the ball at the crowd, unless it's a very, very favourable scatter for me, I'm unlikely to be able to get anywhere near it. So I need my mighty blow to start firing. There's a pout. Oh dear, the armor is not holding up. Thick Skull doing its work. More hits with Mighty Blow. More armor breaks. He does get the ball. Now, I might have a shot on his werewolf if I want it. But that also feels a little aggressive. I've only got 8 players to work with, and it's all positionals. I think we kind of got to split the Tomb Guardians into 2 teams here. So you have to go and work with you, and you have to go and work with you. Like so. I feel like the blitz on the werewolf is overly aggressive. The idea would be you knock this zombie over. And then you could theoretically break tackle through here. It's 3-2 pluses. Assuming you knock the zombie over. Let's see what happens here. So we do knock him over. You get a stun. So option 1 is that, to hit the wolf, which is potentially a really valuable player for him this half. 1, 2, 3, 4. If he was movement 6, I think I'd do this in a heartbeat. You know what? Let's have a go. I'll tell you what, let's blitz and just go to there first. See if we don't use a reroll. So break tackle's done its job. We want to come in from this angle, don't we? Well, we got him. We properly got him. Rewarded for the bold play. And that is pressure on the ball as well, actually. Which is a thing. Don't hate that. Just to stop that guard moving. And then you're okay there. So that Agi4 Wolf going is a really nice removal. So sometimes it pays to be a little aggressive, doesn't it? It also evens up the numbers, which is important. And he's lost a far more valuable piece than I have. Throw Ra's okay, would you believe it? So he's now got a 1 dice there. You can maybe... You'd have to GFI to get the white in. Where's the ball going? Because my Blitz Ra's are quite nicely split now. This I'd be very okay with. Well, he can return the favour with his flesh golem. Yeah, that's very much returning the favour. Well, that is a flesh golem that is now kind of out of the game a little bit. GFI there for his block. He can't move the ball forwards. Unless he goes over here. Into this little area of the field. He can probably sit in there. And be happy enough. Okay, so it's now my job to make his life difficult. How do we best do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you're asking for a 4+. And 3/2 plus us to have a shot on the ball. I don't think I'm okay enough with those odds to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can put you there. We couldn't have chain push up the ball because of all the stand firm and the fend nonsense that they've got going on this team. You have to stand up, and your job is to now just get hit by that flesh golem and keep him there for the whole game, so that he's out the way. You know, I don't think targeting that flesh golem is actually too dreadful an idea. We don't have any guard in here, so we need to block this zombie first. And then these two would both need a GFI. So we might actually be better off. We'll block the zombie. Right, so you could put skeleton there. That skeleton's just going to go there. So we don't want to see a 1 in 36 here. That's good. So the problem here is if we don't knock that over, we might be like overly stuck up against him, to be honest. So I don't know whether it's maybe better to target that fend zombie. Because we need this Blitzerar to be available in the backfield. The problem is if we get stuck up here, he can probably block me down and then sort of just potato away. So I am actually going to hit you. We would have got him, but we weren't to know. Knockout on the Great Cheese is really good news. We would have knocked out the Flesh Golem, as it turns out. But hey-ho. Right, so now the next thing we want to do is take one GFI here. Just so that if he blocks through that Flesh Golem, he can't tie up the Blitzerar. So again, that's pretty good. We outstrength him at the moment, and most of his Agi 3 or Agi 2 pieces are really tied up. Outstrength, outnumber, and outstanding off on our feet at the moment. So far so good this half. He's not in range to score, and that's a problem for him. And he really doesn't have any players with the movement to properly protect this wolf if it does go up the field. Looks like you're going to target this Blitzerar, but again, I'm fine with that because it keeps that ghoul in the backfield and not helping out up front. As long as, obviously, we don't see a death here, I'm actually fine with how this is playing out. So there's the POW. So it depends on if we see an armor break here. It is Mighty Blow. We don't. So he can again on the next turn just kind of stand up and do the same job. Or alternatively, 1 dice the ghoul, depending on where my blitz wants to go. Three plus dodge. Ball is going backwards. And right next to the blitz runner. Oh, that's a failed dodge. He has to re-roll that. I think I'll be able to get a 1 dice on the ball on the next turn. He's got a 2 dice on the throw ra, which he takes, gets the pow. Is this the end for Imhotep Pratchett? Oh, it might be, you know. Okay, just a stun. 2 dice on the earth throw ra. So he's trying to take out all my sure hands, which makes sense. However, all I want to do right now is firstly tie him up and literally just remove this zombie, and we can take a shot on the ball if we want it. That's a 3 dice. Very nearly triple skulled it again, didn't we, set 7? You lunatic. So that is a great spot for you. Two GFIs and I can make that 2 dice. Because we can get another assist there. That's a good block. Oh, that's another good knockout. Wow. So there's a 2 dice there. Now we kind of begin the push or luck territory. Let's take 1 and see what happens. Okay, we failed that. So we'll reroll. We got 4. If we fail the next one, how bad is it? Opens up a blitz on him, doesn't it? So it's very much risk versus reward stuff right now. As you might have noticed, I'm keen to win the Blood Bowl match. So is it now better to target the ghoul that doesn't have block? Oh no, it's the shot on the ball. Come on. It is all day the shot on the ball. So you're now going to motor forwards. Because we have every chance of turning this over into a good result now. Power on the flesh golem is great news. Every chance of turning this into a very good result. Stunning the wolf was great. It was a gamble again. We played quite risky this half, but have been rewarded. Massively so, really. And now Crowdog needs dice rolls to even have a shot at this. You've got to come all the way around just to blitz the skeleton, because otherwise you have to do the 4+ pickup. But he is running short of players as well now. We've managed 3 KOs in this half. We've lost the 2 skeletons. So we are still... But there was only 1 skeleton this half, of course. That's a 1 dice knockdown. The 2+ was probably safer than all the rest of it. And it shortens his route considerably. Here comes the ghoul blitz on the skeleton. Push only. What do you do now? Do you scatter the ball? And hope for the best? No, you re-roll it and get the same result. Okay. Things not going Crowdog's way. I would have scattered the ball there, I think. Because that's now an awful spot to attempt to pick up. At this point, it's just about closing in the net. We can hit that ghoul. So you stand up. You are going to move yourself to here. Just to cover off that little zone of the pitch. So if we stand the skeleton here, we can hit the ghoul. Which is, of course, one of the main pickup threats. And is also squishy. I think that's still the right decision. Very squishy indeed, our ghouls. Lovely stuff. Okay, is my Thrower's not in range. That's a 2 dice with block. Push is fine, I guess. It's a 3 dice. That is a 2 dice. That's worth a go, because we do knock him over. And now we can get some sure hands up the field. I think it's worth a GFI there. And having made the first one, I think it's worth another. So I'm going to do a pickup here at the end, I think. So we'll see how this block goes. So that is a 2 plus 4 plus. Do we need to do a 2 plus 4 plus? Oh, we've got a reroll. Okay. It appears to be my day today. Can we push our luck even further? Yes, we can. That might be near as damn it that. On a different day, this would have all gone horribly wrong, I suppose, but today the aggressive defense has really worked out very well. So if the situation allows it, I suppose you try to score on the throw ra to level him up. The blitz ras do not need any more SPP. That's the first casualty for Crow Dog, actually, the ghoul. But we really have minced through his armour in this second half at exactly the right time, actually. He's down to just 6 players now. I don't know if he's played badly. I don't think he's played badly at all. I just think when he has offered up opportunities for me, the dice have very much let me take them. So we do give up a potential hit on our best player. And we're going to try and surf it, it seems. That's 3+ from tackle. Tackle does its thing. Last reroll. Oh, failed it again. Okay, we've won the game. Barring something utterly stupid, I think that is that now. We can surf his white. Oh, that needs a team reroll. That was nearly something utterly stupid. So now we've got to be a little bit careful. That might actually dictate that we need to score here. Actually, I don't know if need to score is ever going to come into it when he doesn't have any players. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a GFI with a Tomb Guardian here. And that fails. So there is a chance, but he has no reroll. And it's only 2 zombies who can stop me. So he follows that up to put the guard next to the ball. And if he makes a 4+ dodge, he's got a 1 dice with wrestle, but no recovery. He doesn't need to make a GFI, and he fails a dodge. So we get away with that one, it seems. Fend, so we can't follow it up. Hit the fleshy. And we'll try this handoff now. We got it. So I think that is looking good. So I now have nothing to hit. So we'll move him there. Now, technically, we're allowing a shot on the ball there, so we should move him over here. And we're just looking to protect the better players. But this one is done for a very good win. Right, so with nothing else to punch, we'll just run in the second touchdown. All the way over here, why not? 2-0 win. Very good result, that. Really happy with that. So, pushes up... pushes us right up into the middle part of the table. And very much makes up for that dreadful start we had. Back on a bit of form. It's been a while with this team as well. So where will the MVP go? 4 is fine. We'll live with that. And would you believe it? It goes to one of the Blitzrars yet again. That's a level for one of those massively expensive zombies. It's about to get even more expensive now. 21 armor breaks to 10 tells the story. But there really wasn't a lot of mighty blow on the Necro team. All of the guard in the world. But at the same time, I think it was the second half where we really started to get through Crow Dog's team. And the latter end of the first half, I suppose. So patience paid off. And that's a really good result. So we'll go and see what the Throw-Ra rolls. Ho Russell Brand. So we'll just pop into team management here. It's slightly quicker for cycling through all the teams. We'll have to wait for the game to be confirmed by Crow Dog. But yeah, that was obviously a touchdown for both Throw-Ras. Immo Terry Pratchett doesn't need them all that much. But it's nice to get one on the rookie, and we'll see what he rolls. He rolls a normal, so that is block. Which is really boring, so sorry to end the stream on a really boring decision. Is it block? Is it block? Is it block? Or do we build him into a wrestle tackle sort of player? We don't have any wrestle on the team. Do we build him into a wrestle tackle sort of player, I wonder? Because we are lacking a bit of that on this team. Problem being, if he does end up carrying the ball, it makes him far more likely to get knocked over. And that is a bad thing. You know what? I'm going to have to take a bit of time to think about that. So we'll wrap up the recording here, and you'll find out next week what Ho Russell Brand becomes. A ball carrier number 2 or a sacker. But yeah, until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the game. And we'll be back next week. It's Amazons on the menu next week. Hummerseps, Rockamotive, Git Stompers. So the tackle boys have got plenty to be getting on with. We will catch you then.